From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Come on. Doug. I don't know, but look, do we have a prayer cloth? Just in case. I can keep my hypnotizer here, but it might make people really hypnotized. Do we have a little prayer cloth or something?
I can buy you something.
Okay, thanks, Eden. Eden's in for Brendan, Brendan's in for Doug. I got Doug's picture at the Hollywood Walk of Fame and I put it on my social media. I thought that was so thoughtful.
Yes.
Can we drum that up?
Yeah.
It's on my Instagram.
It's from like last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get it until late.
Yeah. It's so nice.
All right. Well, we'll get that a little bit later on in Hot Topics when I do show review. Because there's a lot going on with the show. It doesn't revolve around a graphic or anything like that, but there's a lot going on here with the show. Anywho, so Sofia Richie won't be keeping up with the Kardashians anymore. Sofia says that she won't be on next season's show. I barely remember her being there other than when they went on the vacation. And you know, she's Scott, who's in his 30s, father of three's 20-year-old girlfriend, daughter of Lionel Richie. I have no children, the whole world at her feet, but this is what she chooses to do. The family's sitting at the table at the beach, and Scott shows up with Sofia, and Courtney is taken by surprise. Well, Sofia now says she won't be on because she wants to focus solely on acting. Now, I don't mind that, but why would somebody feel like acting is something you don't have to study? Or you know what I mean? Like, you know, you just fall into acting. Well, I agree with her. And there were some people in my morning meeting who were saying, you know, why wouldn't you stay with the Kardashians? That brand gets you more than being Sofia Richie. I said, oh, no, it doesn't. Not when your father's Lionel Richie. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta understand the value of your parents. If you have Lionel Richie as your father, you are absolutely going along with that. I love the Kardashian family, but in my opinion, there's more influence over being a Richie than a Kardashian. Only because Lionel has more of a... He's got a real, like he danced on the ceiling.
Right, exactly.
Come on.
He said hello.
Right, yeah. Right. Anyway, some people think there's more to the story. You know, when Sofia was asked about this on Entertainment Tonight, her answer, they say, seemed to be fishy. In my opinion, it wasn't fishy. It's a young girl looking to her publicist to say, that's the right answer. Take a look.
Are we gonna see more of you next season on that show?
No.
More?
No.
Why not?
Well, because I want to get into acting.
And away we go. Sofia hasn't posted a picture with Scott since November, which is a good sign. So this was just a young girl being with an old man. I don't know about you and your girlfriends or your guy friends or whatever, but sometimes young people, they want to test the waters of ridiculousness, and then they come on back to us. So she's back to being a Richie. Good for you.
If you haven't, with over 100 old world pepperonis.
Pizza, pizza.
Doug has been with me since the first day of the 6-week sneak peek. Do you know what I'm saying? And we've all been on this rocky ride together. What's he doing in LA? Producing somebody else's show?
He's doing the Oscars.
Oh, he's doing the Oscars. So he won't be back until Tuesday. Because Monday he'll be hungover and then he'll get on the plane. And okay, he flies home Monday, but he won't be here Monday. But here's the thing, right? First it was DJ Boof, now it's Doug. And I think that, attention Wendy people, this should be like if you go to LA and you have a chance in your schedule, there's no demands here. I'm not that demanding girl, otherwise these people would have quit a long time ago. But look, if you get there, look at good old Jason Bateman right there. Here's the thing I need to know. Can you call Doug and ask him who's in my neighborhood? Because people always ask me that. I'm like, I don't know. You know, Jason Bateman is right there. I don't know who else. All I know is I like Jason Bateman. You like Jason Bateman, so I'm not in the crusty part. In other show news, as long as we're talking about the show. Now look, I've done a lot of thinking, and I still want to go to see Guns N' Roses on July 18th at the MetLife. Rambo, this is what I've drummed up. We're only going with a Sprinter, which will meet at headquarters, right? So then we're all in the Sprinter, we go out there. July 18th is my actual birthday. I'm not spending the whole day with you all. You know, I don't have a particular gentleman friend right now, or for Valentine's Day, doesn't matter. Oh, don't awe me. Do not awe me. Believe me, you. I could if I wanted to, but I don't slum. You know what I'm saying? I need. And the kind of guys I like do not like Guns N' Roses. They like MOP, if you know what I'm saying. Okay? And that's fine with me. Look at here, Rambo. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna get, first of all, the Sprinter, all right? I got 7 girls, including me. You know them all. All right, 2 of them are working on getting us the box seats. If we're not in the box for just us, and there are gonna be 7 guys from the show. It's you, Brendan. It's not gonna be Carl, because Carl says he likes Guns N' Roses, but couldn't. I said, who's the lead singer? He didn't know Axl Rose, so you're not part. Okay? He's out. He's out. I'm waffling on Eden, because Eden only knows one song, Eden Sorry. And I know you got a ball and chain and some kids at home, but this is not, nope. A Sprinter only fits but 20 people before we get pulled over by the cops.
All right, fun.
No, I'll test you.
Okay.
All right.
I'll fail, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Do you know who Saul Hudson is?
Yeah, of course, the bass.
Who is Saul Hudson?
Yeah, the bass player for Metallica.
That's why you're not going.
Okay. I love you though.
Saul Hudson is Slash from Guns N' Roses. If you don't know that, you're not part. So you stand over there with Carl.
I'm good, okay.
All right. And by the way, Slash's birthday is July 23rd, so I'm feeling that because we're both Cancers, party's gonna be in the air. You know what I mean? And we're gonna have a real good old time. But if we don't get box seats, I'm not going. Even if we sit in the front row, I can't sit in a line because then you can't see all your people, you know what I mean? In the box, we'll have like good old hot Cheetos and all kind, you know what I'm saying? Ow! Anyway, there they are. I like hard rock, but I also like hard hip hop. And, yeah, okay. Sit down. No, I mean, stand up. I'm sorry, stand up. You still have to tell me what to do around here on the floor.
Yeah. We'll have a good, we'll go.
You guys go someplace else.
Yeah. Where do you want to go?
The strip club.
We'll watch a fight. Oh, strip club. Okay, cool, great. Oh boy.
I want to shout out to Safari and Erica Mena. Congratulations on your baby girl. You know, it's Safari's first child, it's Erica's second child. Nicki Minaj is probably someplace trying to one-up them by getting pregnant as I speak. Now, Nicki is married to a man named Kenneth. His last name is Petty, which makes Nicki Mrs. Petty. That's all. All right. So, they had to sell me on this story because my whole thing about drugs is if you don't start them, you won't be hooked on them. And if you start them and you're hooked, we all have the same story. And mine was in my 20s, even though I'm in my 50s. The story, you know, you never forget being blindsided by a situation. So here's Justin Bieber talking, and as soon as I heard it, I was like, I don't care. This boy has handlers, this boy has millions of dollars, this boy has mom and dad, he's got Scooter Braun, he's got his record label. Why should I care that he got hiccuped? I saw who he was hanging out with in the early days. I'm not surprised he was on lean, smoking weed at age 13. By the way, that was late around where I come from. Just saying. Then he moved on to pills, alcohol, Molly, mushrooms. Like, but if you followed the story of Justin Bieber or followed, plus he was rich, it still is, and famous, didn't listen to his mom and dad. He tore up the green room here. I don't have to tell you about that. He punched my John Anderson, was nasty to everyone around here. But it was Scooter and his father who made him go upstairs and straighten up that green room, correct?
Correct.
So they had a piece of a handle on him.
Right.
But dad somehow, I guess, fell in love with the limelight and wasn't as bossy as a dad should be. And then Scooter goes off being busy doing other things. Besides, we don't listen to people who aren't our parents. I mean, I listen to Bernie. I do. He's like one of the only, even over my parents, you know, regarding a lot of things. Because he knows stuff, you know, he's just smart. Anyway, there's a documentary. Clap if you've seen the Justin Bieber documentary. Good, then I'm not the only one. I have no idea, I don't really care, but even though I don't care, I would watch it if I was available or if there was proper like, if Will and Grace wasn't on or something like that. Anyway, his documentary is rolling on. It's apparently a series. And so he's decided that he wanted to stop doing drugs because he thought he was gonna die. Duh! Duh! Anyway, but just take a look.
I decided to stop because I felt like I was dying. My security and stuff were coming into the room at night to check my pulse. Like, people don't know how serious it got. Like, it was legit crazy scary. I was waking up in the morning and the first thing I was doing is popping pills and smoking a blunt and starting my day. You know, so it just got scary. I basically said to myself, I'm like, God, if you're real, you get me through this season of stopping these pills and stuff, and if you do, I'll do the rest of the work.
It's very sad. You know, for us OGs, we don't care. But for you young people who happen to be watching the Miss Wendy show right now, you better take this example and put down everything and get your life together. Last night, James Corden, you know him, he did the taxi cab confession show, and he's got this talk show. He's very funny and...
Taxi Cab Confessions is a whole other show.
Is that a show too?
Yeah, a carpool karaoke is it's a
I mean, I know what it is.
yeah, it's on Apple TV, I think.
What's Confessions? Is that a real
It used to
show?
be on HBO.
Oh.
You remember that one?
No. Anywho. So James says that he needed therapy to stop acting like a spoiled brat. Well, apparently, when he was talking to the New Yorker, he said that after he became famous, he changed. Now, he wasn't always a talk show host. For those of us who don't live in England, we don't know that in 2008, he was on a sitcom called Gavin and Stacey, which is kind of like Will and Grace, and there's James. Don't they look like a whole bunch of fun? Like, I wish they would play that here. Just the picture alone looks like, okay, here, and away we go. Anyway, when he was on this show in 2008, before he having the talk show and the karaoke thing, he said that fame for him was intoxicating and that he wasn't bred for being famous. Well, I don't know who is. Your mother pushes you out and you say, ta-da. You know what? Anyway, so his sisters started bashing him, saying, you know, basically, you're a jerk. Who have you become? You know, this whole fame thing is, and then this is when he's on the Will and Grace show, or that show, you know. And then his mother started praying for him. You know what's bad when your mother says, I'm gonna say a prayer for you. Not for the family, but for you. And then his friends turned on him, told him he needs an attitude adjustment. I guess the money and the fame and stuff like that, he turned into a real jerk. I don't know. But he went to therapy. He needed therapy to calm down. Another story I kind of didn't really care about, I'm just sharing it with you. Only cause I never recall being a jerk. I mean, you know, radio was a certain, but when we got this TV show by season 5, it was a, but I never recall changing. Like I am who I am. And I gotta tell you something, no. I do recall certain people who are no longer around me changing wildly. If you know what I'm saying, Brendan. And I think you do. I do recall people around me changing changing wildly. And I'm still over here wiping my teeth and, you know, trying to figure out how to do the perfect meatloaf and be a good daughter and trying to stay calm during the uprise of everything. So yesterday, right, I had a meeting and me and Burns went. And it was on the other side of town right after the show. I'm just minding my own business. You know how if you carry a backpack, you can handle it on your shoulder, but sometimes it needs a little hoist from the bottom to get it up there? So Bernie gets out on that side of the car. I get out on this side of the car. I say, Burns, you know, just give me a little hoist. It's slipping off my coat. All of a sudden I hear, Wendy, Wendy, Wendy. The paparazzi, it's like Oscar night. I was like, Bernie, why didn't you tell, we had no sunglasses. Look, me and Burns had no because I'm just Wendy, right? So I'm just like, all right, let's go, Bernie. Just, you know, roll our shoulders, hold our bellies in, look down on the ground, because we have no sunglasses. It's been a long day at Wendy. We might have the red eye. So just look down and just keep walking. Come on, Burns. So me and Burns are walking, and this is the picture that Nortman was... know what? I don't even think that's Bernie's hands because they're white. That was the driver, right? The driver and Bernie are trying to hoist my backpack, right? I'm standing there laughing because that's all I can be. There's no sunglasses. They're clicking. And we're all laughing. I get along with the paparazzi. They got bills to pay too, right? Then this one guy, he walks right next to me, as close as my hand is to my face right now. He walks right next to me, and I'm looking down, and he's like, come on, Wendy, let's take a picture. The others are still clipping, but we're all laughing at the whole thing with my big horse tooth smile. I just can't, I can't be cool, no matter how many times, I just can't be cool, and I'm fine with it, right? He's like, let's take the picture. And finally I go, get out of here with that. And he laughs, pulls the camera down, the paparazzi laughs, me and Burns go to the building. It's like a mile walk, it seemed like, from cause we get inside, me and Bernie, we're like, okay, Bernie, you figure out what floor are we going to. Anyway, shout out to the paparazzi. James Corden, I'm sorry that you have such a problem with being who you are. Justin Bieber, I'm sorry for your drugs and stuff. And you know what, all that I just talked about, I apologize. Not really. We've got more great show for you, everybody. Up next. It's time for Reality Rewind. So grab a snack and come on back.